Last time I drove with my car 2 hours away from my home. I was visiting my friend who needed my help with photography and filmmaking for his sister who celebrated 40 years. And I used to be a photographer, filmmaker, so I needed to go there to take some photos of the event. And while I was driving there, I had a Zoom call with my members, with my clientele, and I explained them how much time it took me to build my membership and start having recurring income from it, and how I feel now when I have a monthly recurring income from my membership, and what was my mindset that I needed to create and build to actually build this membership program and have quite a few people paying me monthly subscriptions to be in it, and how you should optimize your daily routine as well, and how you should be committed to doing certain amount of work to building your membership and so on. So in this video recording, I share with you how I shifted my mindset, how I do the work daily, and how I'm growing my membership program so I can have a recurring income. Enjoy this recording. If you have any questions or mindset motivational thoughts, comment them down below. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you get more educational videos about how to launch your own membership program on Skool and how to get high ticket clients as well. And make sure to find the link in the description to get into my free Skool community. I have also a free course there for you. I'm teaching all of these steps of launching your own membership program there and so on. Enjoy now. You need to learn how to start creating content all the time. Like that needs to become your passion from now on. Like if you start posting on YouTube one video per week or even like two, like I'm doing right now, I'm pushing a lot out because I know that I'm investing into my future. And I included keywords in my YouTube videos, and people are now discovering me. And I went in the last 3 months from 80 subscribers to 330 targeted subscribers who found me for my value, how to build a membership program, how to open Skool, how to charge people monthly subscriptions, right? Because I started 3 months ago, and that's when we met half a year ago or even more, right? But you see, I kept going this time and I kept posting. Somehow I'm breaking through. And not just that, I kept reaching out to new people. So I was posting content. I'm not doing even enough of Instagram, which I should somehow, but I'm doing YouTube and I'm reaching out to new people, mostly on Skool and stuff like that, because people are already familiar with Skool and stuff like that. But if you can't create content, you need to figure out how you can reach out to people. Because if we have a commitment, I really want to build a membership. I really want to help people. I want to have 5-10 people paying me $100 a month. If you have that commitment, you can succeed in 3, 4, 5 months, right? And one more thing, Nisha, you said to me that you have those 2 people you could talk to. I bet you don't have just 2 people. Probably in your environment, on your LinkedIn somewhere, there is around 10 or 15 people. It's just that I think you might not be totally aware of those because you never properly wrote them down, or even if you did, maybe you didn't talk to them correctly, right? So those people, we need to put them into this new software and write them down again. And then I need to tell you how to reach out to those 2 people and tell them, hey, are you open to go on a call with me for whatever reason? I'll tell you what to say next time, right? But out of those 2 people, maybe one is going to sign up. And then you have your first person, right? That's how life works. It goes 1 + 1 = 2. That's how I came from 6 months ago to now. I have a full-time salary, recurring income from all of you guys, and then some, because there is more people I'm working with, some one-on-one as well, right? And that's why I am at least at the solid level, and I'm not like crying, oh, I can't reach people, I'm not paid. Yes, I am, because things just come now, right? And things are going well for me, right? So you need to break through this first barrier, right? So, I mean, it's possible. It's just like, hey.
And that's exactly what I'm saying, because it's all about that. The way you're talking, it's like you're consistent. Like you're like, I'm going to do this every day, whether or not. And like you said, you built that up really fast. So it is about, I think for everybody, it's a balance, right? Of the masculine and feminine. And exactly, it's awakening that, and then just taking the action, you know, because if we can have all these ideas and like birth all these like wonderful concepts, and then it just, and then I do think that Nisha, like you said, there are a lot of people that need help with that. And I have to think that too, like there are a lot of people that need help with this, and then change the perspective, because I understand where you're coming from too. So yeah.
I will just say this, for example, yesterday I worked with Claire, right? Claire is also, and she's got only like 200 followers on Instagram. She's got very small network, but she already signed up 8 people into her membership, and she does show up. She talks to me every 2 or 3 days. She comes, we schedule a call, and she does whatever I say. I mean, we always discuss it together, right? So I'm saying that she's got some of that masculine or whatever energy, like, doesn't matter. Like, she does whatever we talk about. She writes an email, she posts on Instagram on her own, right? So I'm just saying, right, that we all can do this. And we need to stick together here so more people can engage here and you can hear other people's stories as well.
Yeah. And I do think certain people do have more tendency towards the drive that you have, like, you know what I mean? So like, I would call that, I don't know, you can call it whatever you want, like you said, whatever it's called, but yeah, there's just the action. So, and I'm just not as comfortable with that type of stuff, but you just have to get comfortable with it, I guess, you know?
I mean, you need to find time in the day, 2-3 hours per day. You need to commit to your project here, right?
Okay.
I commit 4 and 5 hours per day to my project with you, with everyone here. When I wake up, let's say from 9:30 a.m. Eastern, I'm active for 5 hours every day. For the last few weeks, I mean, I don't even have time to eat in between because those 5 hours are intense for me. And that's the time that I just have for this kind of calls, for work, for new calls, for chatting with people. You don't even need to do 5 hours. You can just do 2.5. You can organize your own schedule, but I'm just saying that to you. If you're not going to prioritize to have 2 or 3 hours per day available for your membership, your business, your program growth, you might not be able to succeed, because in those 2 hours per day, you're going to create maybe a content, you're going to chat to people, maybe you're going to have calls with new people, with existing clients, you're going to speak one-on-one with people. You need to do that. So basically, I can take time off anytime I want almost right now. I just say, hey, no calls today, right? But I'm making a full-time salary right now, and it's recurring, it comes every month, and I took control over my life. I'm just saying, right? And I make so much money as some people do, like working 10 hours per day for a low rate. They you know, and I can work only 3 hours today if I want, actually, right? Or less. I'm not anything special. I'm actually below average in comparing to those bigger coaches who are making so much money, right? You need to have similar mindset here, all right?
Yeah, and I think you proved that you do care and want to support us, because I mean, there are a lot of people out there. So, but
and not everything is working for me. I'll be honest, right? Not everything is working for me. You know, my Skool community could be more engaged. My YouTube channel could be growing faster. You know, my message is not always on point. I'm always searching for myself as well here, like how could I do things, whatever. But at least I'm freaking doing stuff, and it's
you still feel like getting it recorded and getting it posted and getting content out there and just boom, 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 like every day.
Probably, yes. And you don't need to do that much. And I don't even do enough myself. But you need to find a little bit of that 1 or 2 hours per day. All of us should post 1 or 2 times per week on YouTube.
Yeah.
It takes 10 minutes to sit down in front of the camera to record a YouTube video. And you just talk on certain topic. But I need to still teach you how to do the soft call to action at the beginning and a call to action at the end. Hey guys, opt in for click the link in the description to request more info about my private community, right? Anyway, that's just one method. And then on Instagram, if you could post like 2 reels per week or 2 posts or 2 times per week on stories in the way that I suggest right now, where we try to get people to comment or to reply to the story or vote on the poll on story, whatever, right? If we can just do a little bit of this, we attract people toward us, all right?